Now to finish this worm gear lab off, we're going to add some fillets. You can see that there are a lot of edges on this worm gear now that we've added the gear tooth cut and the gear tooth pattern. So there's going to be a lot of edges to fillet, a lot of places where we'll need to apply the fillet. Before moving on, I just want to make a quick note that I've renamed my swept cut to gear tooth cut and my circular pattern to gear tooth pattern. Now to add all of these fillets in a very efficient way, I'm going to do some fillet magic. Taking advantage of the order that I place the fillets in and also the smart fillet option. So to get started, I'm going to go to the Feature Manager design tree and bring my rollback bar all the way back before the gear tooth cut. Then what I'll do is I will fillet these 4 edges by using the fillet feature command and just clicking on these 2 top faces here. So I'm going to go to the fillet feature command. The radius of these fillets is going to be 0.015. We don't need much fillet, we just need to soften these sharp edges so that the stresses are going to be more evenly distributed across the worm gear. Now I will click this face and this face. And I should see 2 faces appear in the highlighted blue box in the Fillet Feature Command Property Manager. And I should see 4 fillets being applied to this part as a result. I will confirm this fillet. To continue my fillet journey, I need to bring my rollback bar just a little bit more forward. I'm going to go to the Feature Manager design tree and bring my rollback bar right after the gear tooth cut, so that only one of the swept cuts is showing. Then what I'm going to do is add the same fillet that I added on my previous 4 edges. I'm going to go to fillet, keep my radius at 0.015, and I'm going to click on one of these edges. Now something is happening here that I don't quite want to happen. I only want to fillet these top edges. I don't want to fillet the edges going down. So to avoid that, all I have to do is go to the Property Manager of the fillet feature and uncheck the box that says Tangent Propagation. And now I can select these edges individually. I can select this curved edge, and I can select this straight edge way over here. I also need to select these inner edges, and then also these edges on the right side of the swept cut. Now I'm ready to confirm this fillet. So I'll go over to the green check mark in the Property Manager. And now I'm going to roll my rollback bar in the Feature Manager design tree all the way to the bottom. And then I'm going to make a change to my gear tooth pattern. To make a change, of course, we right click on the feature that we want to change, and then we go to Edit Feature. And the change that I'm going to make is I'm going to include the fillet that I just applied in the Features and Faces section of this feature. So I'll simply click in the Features and Faces box and ensure that the Features and Faces box is highlighted in blue. And then I can click on the fillet I just added. I can choose one of the fillets that I just added, and it will collect all the fillets that are a part of that fillet feature, as we can see highlighted in blue here. And also I can see a yellow preview of what this is going to look like. It looks good, so I can confirm. And here I have all of those edges filleted, and all I had to do was a couple clicks. I let the circular pattern do the rest for me. And I have these edges filleted with remaining edges remaining sharp, because it would be impractical to fillet those edges. We just have 2 more fillets to add. Fillets on this face and fillets on this face. These fillets are going to be 0.031. So I'll go up to the Features tab of the Command Manager, go to Fillet Feature. I'll set my fillet radius to 0.031, and then I'll click on this interface here. Whoops, I accidentally clicked the edge. I need to click only the face, as can be shown here, and also the other side, being careful to only select that face. I will observe the yellow preview in multiple angles to make sure it is correct, and it is indeed correct. Now I can check my mass, because we are finished with this worm gear part. So I'll go to the Evaluate tab, click on Mass Properties, and see that my mass is 0.328034.